Lilly Singh, aka Superwoman, is taking a break from YouTube to focus on herself and her mental health.
I'm being honest with you, I could be happier. I am not my optimal happiness right now. I could be mentally healthier.
She released a video explaining that she is mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually exhausted by the machine-like nature of YouTube, and further explains how YouTube has changed, and it's not working out for her.
I have made content so consistent, like I said, and now I'm coming to the place where I'm like, YouTube has changed so much, I don't really completely understand it. I feel like I've just been trying to put out content. Will this work? And I'm not particularly proud or happy of all of it. I'm just doing this because I think I have to on this platform that demands constant content, but it's not really a reflection of me.
Lilly says she accepts the change, and people have found a way to make it work. She makes it clear that she doesn't have any hard feelings towards her followers or YouTube as a platform. Instead, she emphasized, "This is about me." She explained the importance of mental health, saying,
"Happiness is the most important thing you will ever fight for. Relevance is not."
And also explains that she needs time for her other projects she's passionate about.
A couple months ago, I started my own production company, and I have a lot of other things going on. I do a lot of speaking events, I do a lot of social good work, I love focusing on girl love, I have merch coming out, I have all these things. I feel like I haven't been able to put 100% into any one of those things because I'm putting 50% to this, 16% to this, I don't have no time, 70% to that. I don't want to do that. I want to make sure everything I do has my 100% energy and focus so I can be proud of it, and I don't feel like I'm doing that.
Lilly ends the video by apologizing for any inconvenience and reminds her fans that she'll be back. It isn't a goodbye, it's a see you soon. Seems pretty harmless, right? Well, there are studies that show burnout is not just a state of mind, but a condition that leaves its mark on the brain as well as the body. But before we go further into the research, let's define burnout. Psychologist Herbert Freudenberger defined the term burnout in 1974 as the loss of motivation, growing sense of emotional depletion, and cynicism. Furthermore, burnout is now recognized as a legitimate medical disorder. It has its own ICD-10 code. Symptoms include physical and emotional exhaustion, cynicism and detachment, feelings of ineffectiveness, and lack of accomplishment. Let's get into the brain studies. Neurologist Ivanka Savic conducted a study that suggests the emotional turmoil of burnout leaves a signature mark in these brain structures. The frontal cortex, a brain area essential for cognitive functioning, begins to thin as part of the normal aging process. But patients suffering from burnout showed more pronounced thinning in the MPFC. She also talks about neuroimaging studies of people who have gone through severe early life trauma. According to the studies, their brain patterns are similar to the brains of people who suffer from clinical burnout. No matter what the underlying cause is, Savic says more evidence is emerging that suggests the neuronal circuits can be damaged by both situations of extreme trauma and by accumulated everyday stress. On top of potential brain damage, a study by University College London reveals that those who worked more than 55 hours per week had a 13% greater risk of a heart attack and were 33% more likely to suffer a stroke compared with those who worked 35 to 40 hours per week. The worst part is, overworking doesn't benefit anybody. Not only does it affect our health, but it doesn't benefit the company either. According to a study by Boston University's Questrom School of Business, managers could not tell the difference between employees who actually worked 80 hours a week and those who just pretended to. So you can see, burnout and overworking is a really serious issue that shouldn't be overlooked. It's more than just feeling tired at the end of the day. Psychologist Sherry Carter reminds us to be wary of the warning signs, as they can easily creep up on you while you're living your busy life. So, what do you do when you start to notice the symptoms? Carter explains that you should start making small changes in your life. Don't ignore basic maintenance. Sleep, eat, drink, and breathe. Think of happy memories and incorporate those things back into your life. Remember to say no when you have too much on your plate. Exercise to reduce stress. Hang around positive people to boost your positivity. And stress management strategies like deep breathing exercises and reframing negative thoughts into positive ones. She further explains there's no quick fix. Instead, she says, the key is discovering your own program, one that works for you and your lifestyle, and making the commitment to incorporate it into your life. Overall, burnout is a lot more common in this overworked society. Earning more responsibilities at work may be exciting, but make sure you can handle it on top of your existing tasks. And if your work takes up too much of your life, Maybe find a hobby to distract yourself. It's not healthy to have your life revolve around one thing. I'm proud of Lilly for taking care of her health and reminding us that self-care is a positive thing. She's using her platform to teach her audience about the importance of taking a breath when you need one. A lot of YouTubers will power through with a smile on their face when things get tough, not wanting their audience to see their stress side. But Lilly's changing the conversation. She's reframing her self-care break as a positive thing. She'll take some time to clear her mind and rest, then come back with amazing content. As Lilly Singh says,
growth is positive. Taking time for yourself and addressing mental health is positive.
have you ever felt overwhelmed by your work? How have you tackled your own burnout? Let me know in the comments below.
Burn out. Just look at that word. Take that in. Burn out. It's not the fire that's the problem. It's the absence of the fire that's the issue. The fire, the symbol, the metaphor for passion, for desire, for action, for activity, for movement, for fuel. Once that's extinguished, that's the real problem. So if you're going to take anything away from this, it's simply burn bright, not out.